SafeHouse Racing Team have been one of the E1 Championship's day one racing teams.
It's been fascinating watching the journey of SafeHouse.
Mikko Nassi has also been with us since season 0.
Hi, I'm Mikko Nassi from SafeHouse.
Mikko Nassi, we know, is a solid racer.
We know that he has the potential to win races, to do amazing overtakes, and really be the foundational pillar for the team.
This season so far has been a few highlights. Performance-wise or pace-wise, we've been up there. Round 1, I probably should have had much better results. Similar in round 2, I could have done that a little bit better, just with a little bit more room or a little bit more patience or a little bit more luck. We can't change the past, and we'll look forward to getting some wins to add on to the previous round.
But that driver 2 slot has always been subject to quite a bit of change.
I thought they'd selected well every time.
A lot of changes that affects the team dynamic with how they approach a race evening.
Alistair Young certainly knows his way around the racetrack. Owen Tarunya's going to be seriously quick, but neither was really able to garner the points.
They finally found a driver lineup that works.
Josh Thomas from Australia.
Hi, my name's Josh Thomas. I'm racing for SafeHouse Sim Racing.
Unknown to us, we had no idea what his racing pedigree was.
My dad introduced me to motorsports when I was 6 or 7. From there, got into go-karting, and then once go-karting got a little bit too expensive, moved on to sim racing. I've won the Australian Mixed and Fixed GTE Racing League. I won one round of the Logitech G Challenge E-Series in 2019.
The Australian who's been putting in strong performances in his very first season.
So Joshua Thomas, didn't know him much before this, just put out an inquiry to the team about anyone that had some experience from the Dallara IR01.
I put my hand up, I was the first person to do it, and then I did a couple of little trial drives to see how it went.
That's how our relationship started with the racing team.
Josh Thomas of SafeHouse Racing is one of the many Australian drivers that we have on the grid this season that made an entrance with a bang.
So far in E1, I think I've done okay. First 3 rounds were really good. Rounds 4 and 5, I got a bit unlucky, I think. Round 4 was me, and then round 5 I got hit a few times, but that's racing, I guess.
So I think Josh Thomas needs to just take a step back a bit, try and play it a bit safer in the races so he can finish first.
He's been great. Basically, he brings a professional attitude to the racing and really puts his mind to it. We've always been pretty closely matched in practice, just usually a tenth or two between us, so it's worked really well.
So far this season, I've kept up. He's awesome. He's a really nice guy, good to learn off to, really experienced, and just an all-round good dude. So he's been awesome.
They've been able to collect a very healthy points haul, which has allowed them to stay in that top 5 in the championship and always be there to really capitalize on various opportunities when they present themselves.
My goal for E1 this season, I'd love to get a win in one of the races. I'd like to be able to get potentially top 3, and teams championship wise, top 3 is very doable for us.
I'm sure every team's goal is to win as many races, finish as high up as possible in the championship, basically. Do all that while having a fun time and respecting the competitors as well.
So SafeHouse are kind of interesting because they started the year so strong and then they kind of went off the boil a little bit, but then they're back and SafeHouse looking strong. Where do they go from there? I don't know which SafeHouse will turn up.
My predictions for SafeHouse Racing is that they're going to maintain that front of the mid-pack position.
Nassi and Thomas, good for a top 5 finish.